Good morning, all. H-Town, or wherever you may be listening. This is a Feel Good Friday edition of the Morning Kickoff right here on Sports Radio, AM 1300. The Zone. The NFL continues to dominate the offseason. The number one Texas women's basketball team finds out their opponent. Number one softball team hits the road. March Madness is upon us. We've got Zach Sim of OrangeBloods.com at 8 o'clock to preview Texas baseball. And Texas men's basketball has one more game at home. I'm your host, Mike Hardball. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And I got Marcus and Ronald behind the boards, and if you can't forget about Anton, who's holding it down on the road. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Also, if you want to voice your opinion, I'm sure you got plenty of them. Hey, all you got to do is use that new and improved talkback feature on the new and improved iHeartRadio app. We'll receive the message instantly, and you might even hear it on air. But today, you'll get a chance to win a pair of tickets. That's right. Make sure you tune in. But you're probably wondering where we are. And we are on location today at the Austin Rodeo off of Decker Lane at the Travis County Expo. Let's go over to AM 1300 check out some of the photos.
Yeah, it was a good time. And I can see why they raise a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because you just love being around these people. You can tell they have a heart for these kids. And, I grew up in Southeast Texas, raising animals. And anybody that I know what it takes for FFA, sacrifice for these kids to be able to be responsible for something. Like they do a good job. And if you go support somebody, that's a good organization.
There you go. There you go. So we are here. We're going to be trying some of this food that they're supposed to be cooking at their
Oh, they're going to be trying. I'm going to be doing it. We'll be trying.
And Mark is definitely going to get Mark, we're going to get into this conversation. We'll get more information. We'll make sure that you have all the things that you need to be a part of this. We're also going to have a couple of guests for the show. We're going to have the CEO of Ross Austin, Rodeo Austin, Glenn Allen Phillips will be here. We'll also have James Kill, who's organizing most of this stuff. And the folks from Pit Stop have done a great job.
Yeah.
And every time we come in here, we always have fun. It's one of the biggest events on the lot, for sure. And you cannot miss for sure.
Well, this is my first time, so I'm impressed me. I'll bring out all the snacks.
All the bootleg snacks.
Yeah, I got the turkey legs. I got
because the Texas women basketball team will take on Ole Miss tonight at 5 o'clock on the SEC Network. You can hear it on 103.1. But one of the biggest things for me is this team has goals that are in front of them.
Yeah.
Right? They have a lot that they are trying to uncover. There's a lot of success that they've had, but you know as well as I do, all the regular season success is great, but people remember what you do in the postseason. And this is an opportunity for them to get their minds right, come back out, and get ready to play a team in Ole Miss that gave them a fight before, so now they're going to have to get ready to play another time.
Yeah, I really feel like this is a time, too, where you don't want your stars to get all beat up and tired.
Yep.
Like, if you can blow a team out and sit on the bench in the second half, do it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to want to have young legs and safe legs at the end of this championship series. So I suggest they come out like world beaters and just destroy the team.
Yeah. Well, I want you to hear from Madison Booker as cut number 28, guys. When Taylor Jones was not named to the all-season team, the SEC team, and when Rory wasn't named to the team, what Madison Booker thought about all of that.
I don't even know the teams, honestly. I haven't even looked. All I know is Rory she was on the defensive team and Jordan was on the freshman teams. But I mean, even though like they're not on the teams, I just want them to know, and I'll tell them right now that I'm proud of them. Honestly, I'm proud of Rory just for coming back from ACL injury and just being able to carry this team. And now we're number one team in the country right now. Just carrying this team, just leading this team, and just kind of showing all of us, the right way to play basketball here at Texas. And Taylor Jones, man, I've told her this one time after the game, like, I'm so proud of her. She's been growing her game a lot over this offseason, and it's showing. And I told to stay the course, trusting God and His plan, basically that we need her for this season.
Yeah, and she is definitely been a major contributor for this team. Both of them. Rory, obviously, like Vic told us the other day, nobody guards 94 feet like she does.
No.
She will pick up the entire court and then come in and run the offense. But I told you all season long, Taylor Jones has been my unsung hero all season long. She's done a great job. She seems like she's gotten better. Just like she said, she was like, she's gotten so much. Yeah, she's gotten so much better. And she's a feature part of their offense. They work to get the ball in to her and Kyla. Those are the two inside presence. We talk about the fact that this team don't shoot a lot of threes.
Right.
They go out there and make it happen.
Did you hear what Madison said? She leads our team.
Right.
Like she's the main ingredient. And Madison is the best player in the country.
Yeah.
So her thinking in that way, man, that just tells you everything you need to hear. And don't think for 1 second, Hardge, that they hold grudges.
Right. Oh, they don't.
You hold grudges. I hold grudges. Every athlete just need one thing to set them off. And I guarantee you, like, I feel sorry for everybody that faced them here coming up because they're going to be trying to prove a point.
Well, it's funny that you say holding grudges because Madison Booker was asked about what was going on with that loss to South Carolina. And here's what she said about what happened with the team after that loss.
I mean, it was just like, this is how it's going to be for the rest of the season. I'm going to have to, just, go with the punches. But I think it was more of me just learning a lesson that don't let nobody take you out your offensive game, or just don't let anybody take out the game in general. I think that game, I felt like I let my team down, not just, not, scoring or not shooting well, but more of I could have done more, get rebounds, could have crashed the boards, could have got assists, could have got my team moving a little bit, could have been a better leader. I just think from that game, it's just changed my whole mindset of I want to be like an all-around player. Like I don't want to be just a scorer. I want to help my teams and my team in so many different ways on the court and off the court too. But, just wanting to be there for my team every day without scoring part sometimes, but, with other aspects of the game.
No doubt. So I'm glad about that she and the team understood what happened. How did we lose? Well, you lost not because y'all weren't playing good. You just weren't hitting shots against South Carolina. Remember, we came in and was like, man, I can't believe they lost that game, but they had great looks.
Right. And it wasn't like that they were not getting shot.
Right.
They just weren't knocking them down.
Correct. So it's going to be interesting, this move, and them being able to start it off. Remember, they were the number 2 seed overall in the SEC tournament because they lost a coin toss, but now they get a chance to get this going, and I can't wait till this afternoon. When we come back, we're going to talk NFL. Folks, this has been the wildest NFL that I've seen in a long time, and there has been a lot of conversation out of Cleveland, but of course, I got to ask Mark about these edge rushers. We're just getting started right here at Rodeo Austin on the morning kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone. Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. We are out at Rodeo Austin, right off of Decker Lane. You know where Travis County Expo Center is. Come on out here, have a good time. It's cold in here, and I'm not talking about the weather. They got some cold ones getting ready to go, so make sure you come out here and have a good time. We'll be here up until 9 o'clock, and then we'll stick around for a little while, too, to hang out and get some more food. I want to get into this conversation right here, Mark, because I think it's vital because of the NFL and what is going on. We talked about the Cleveland Browns and what they've been able to do. Deshaun Watson has just restructured his contract because he has to. He hadn't done anything in a long time. They restructured his contract. He's been paid out the majority of that 5-year, $230 million, fully guaranteed, by the way, contract, first of its kind, especially coming off of his situation. And he's left with the minimal salary this season and $46 million for next year. So they've restructured and they created some more space, some cap space to do some different things.
All right.
Now you start to look around the NFL, and I want you to listen to the names that were told this week that they were going to be cut. Now, this dude, they got a new general manager. He looks like he's about 12. He looks like Doogie Howser. I mean, that's how young this dude looks. But, you know, his name is James Gladstone. He's traded Ingram, released Ronald Darby, released Horn Devin Duvernay, released wide receiver Josh Reynolds, Mitch Morse, who's friends with our good friend Salty, Shannon B. Sweeney. He just retires out of the blue. And now they have $60 million in cap space, which is 7th in the NFL. Now, I don't know a lot about Duval, but would you want to go play in Jacksonville right now?
No, it's a rebuild.
Right.
Like, if I'm a veteran player, I don't want to go to Jacksonville.
But if you're a
I'm
rookie,
not saying that
if you're a
because
rookie, you want to go there. You want to go there.
If you're a rookie, that's the
Yeah.
place to go because you're going to get plenty of reps. And your job is not going to be in danger unless you just completely flop.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a good situation for some. But if I'm Trent Williams or somebody like that, I'm not going there.
No, you're not going as an experienced player. You don't want to move around like that. But I wanted to ask you this. So this week, Adam Schefter put out a report. These are the big names that have been released. And I know I'm going to bring it back to Dallas.
I know you are.
Because I know how much you love your Cowboys, even though you're mad at them right now.
What you mean, your Cowboys?
Yeah,
they our Cowboys.
No, we kind of.
But we just on, having a little sabbatical from them.
We seeing other people. We seeing other people. We're
Mike
not staying with this.
Mike said that.
We're not staying with these Cowboys. All right, so here we go. These are the players that have been released according to Adam Schefter this week. Devontae Adams.
Okay. That's a lister.
Okay, but that's a lot of money that goes with that.
Yeah, but everybody that comes in, as it relates to going to the Cowboys?
Yeah, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
No, I can see him, but he would have to take a pay cut.
Okay, because everybody just restructured theirs.
All right.
Joey Bosa.
Very good player, but misses about 10 games a season.
Evan Ingram, tight end. He could stretch the field. He was very good. Jake Ferguson is our guy.
Good receiver, not a great blocker.
Okay. Tyler Lockett.
Plus, he's a guy that can play the slot and can play the X, maybe the Z, but still,
would he complement CD? Is this what you would be looking for a one-hit wonder?
CD needs a bigger guy that can block downfield because they're going to run the ball. Apparently, they're going to run the ball at Dallas.
That's what they say.
I don't believe it.
That's what they say. Jamal Williams, remember that running back? He was a tough running back.
Yeah.
When he was on Hard Knocks with Detroit. I love this game, man. I love y'all. I just want to be a part of all of this.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
He's a little slight, though.
But he's powerful.
He's talented.
Yeah.
He's talented back.
Okay. Or are you going to wait for the draft? You still talking about the draft?
I'm going to wait for the draft.
All right.
Like running backs, they get a lot of miles on them.
Yep.
And you only got a short shelf life.
Okay, two secondary players. Darius Slay.
Pay him.
And James Bradbury.
Pay him. Both of those guys are Pro Bowl guys. How much money are they going to want is the question. But they can go to a championship team that has funds and pay dividends right away.
All right, so I'm looking at those names, and I'm trying to figure out which one would be the right one for the Cowboys. Offensively, obviously, Devontae Adams is the big name, but do you really want to pay that type of money for somebody like that? I say no, because he's at the end of his rope, so I'm going to say no.
They'll go out and get like Gardner Minshew.
No, as the backup. But hey, Gardner will go out there and play though. You know, if you look at, but they got Cooper Rush. They haven't decided what they're going to do with him.
That's what I'm saying.
Trey Lance, he needs to go because that is done for them. So we'll see about that.
Dallas needs a defensive tackle that can push the pocket inside out, just wreck everything.
All right, so here's something that I really want you to think about: the edge rushers. These are guys that this offseason have had a tough time. Trey Hendrickson, we've been talking about him. He requested a trade the other day. Yesterday, matter of fact, last night. He's like, y'all are taking too long to try to give me my money. Run me my money. So now let's see what we can do there. Myles Garrett is obviously the name that everybody's been talking about. He's at the top of the list. But is he that guy that is he's going to demand money, but are you willing to spend that money?
If you're the Cowboys, no.
Okay. All right. So here's two names that I want you to think about. Chase Young has pretty much been a mercenary. He's bounced from team to team. You know who else used to do that? Jadeveon Clowney. Okay. And it's worked out well for him.
Yeah.
I think Chase Young coming to the Cowboys will help on the edge, and you don't have to pay him that much money. He is a free agent. He's had injuries, but when he's on the field, he causes a problem. Remember when he was coming out of college, he was the top defensive player on the board.
Yeah.
He was very, very special. So the talent is there. Another name is Khalil Mack. Now, Khalil Mack, he's been teetering on retirement. And with him teetering on retirement, are you willing to invest 2 years into it and say, hey, man, give me the best that you got for 2 years? That's all I need. They're creating cap space for something. I don't know what, but for the Cowboys to restructure everything, and it can't be just for Micah. There's going to be other people involved in this. But I'm just curious to how much you think that is going to be worth to the Cowboys.
I don't want to do that. If I feel like that this draft is so deep, Hardge, like it's a historically great draft for defensive linemen and edges. So, like, you can in the third round, you can get a guy that you can have for 3 to 4 years.
Yep.
For like not a little bit of money, but enough that it's not going to hurt your cap.
Yeah. So the Cowboys got a lot to look at, but the NFL right now, if you look at all these names and all the players that are being released, asking for trades, cap space, everything that's being created for them has the NFL in an uproar. But for me, looking at all of this, the Cowboys truly, if they are being what we said, selectively aggressive, this is the time in which we really need to buy into going to get somebody that can make a difference on the defensive side of the ball.
You think Cleveland is slow enough to take a trade of Dallas's first-round pick and DeMarcus Lawrence and try to work out some money to get
Myles Garrett? So my question is, okay.
Because they get a pass rusher, they get a first-round pick.
We know that Cleveland is slow enough to do something. They gave Deshaun Watson, coming off of that situation, $230
He said he's not going to play.
But who said that?
Do you believe him?
Who, Myles Garrett?
Myles Garrett said, I'm not playing.
I don't believe that because he wants to get paid too. Them paychecks stop when you ain't playing. So we're just going to have to see what's going to happen with that. When we come back, we're going to continue the conversations as the Cowboys we just talked about, but we're going to talk March Madness, Mark, because I know you've been watching a lot of games, and we're going to figure out what's happening here on the morning kickoff from Rodeo Austin. We're with Pit Stop today, folks. Come on down. Have a good time. Right here on the morning kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Specs is your sixth man. Specs, the fun starts here.
Hey, football fans, Craig Way here with Dan Christensen from DJC Law. Dan, thanks for being here.
You bet, Craig. Always a pleasure.
On the football field, we all know one player can't win a game alone. It takes a team. And when life throws a penalty flag your way, like a serious injury, having the right legal team calling the plays is crucial, isn't it?
Absolutely, Craig. At DJC Law, we build a winning team. We have over 20 lawyers with over 200 years combined experience and over $400 million in recoveries, protecting our clients and helping them get the justice they deserve. It's so easy to get us involved. We're available 24/7 nights and weekends. Just call 512-888-9999. You can come into either of our Austin offices, or we can come to you anytime, anywhere. Or you can do everything online from the comfort of your own home in just minutes. Just think of us as your go-to touchdown maker.
Dan, you've done a great job building a strong team, making DJC Law the MVP of personal injury law in Texas. For a free consult, visit teamjustice.com or call 512-888-9999.
The 49ers traded star wide receiver Deebo Samuel to the Commanders in exchange for a fifth-round pick. The deal cannot be processed until the new league year begins on March 12th. The Spurs host the Thunder tonight after coming off a De'Aaron Fox game-winning shot in their victory over the Grizzlies last night. And Texas has lost 3 straight after not being able to hold off Georgia 83-67. The Longhorns visit number 24, Mississippi State on Tuesday. I'm Darrell Joyner.
Hey, this is Lincoln Kennedy. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
That feeling of owning your first Mercedes-Benz is hard to believe, but it's real. From the leather stitching to the iconic design, every element of a Mercedes lives up to its reputation. See for yourself at your local dealer. Offers are waiting.
Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone presents the Craig Way Show. Join Craig Way weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m. only on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to the Morning Kickoff right here on a Feel Good Friday edition of the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. We are at the Rodeo Austin, but we're at Pit Stop's tent, and it has got to be one of the biggest tents that I've seen in a very, very long time. They've been doing this for over 17 years, doing a great job raising money and making sure that all of the children who are in 4-H and FFA are getting taken care of. Outstanding work by that group of people. And we'll have some of those guests on. But I want to get into this because this is here, folks. It is happening. A lot of teams are in tournaments already trying to get that special spot in the NCAA tournament. We're going to talk Texas basketball in a little while because Texas basketball is trying to earn a spot in the NCAA tournament. And some of these smaller conferences, this is the only way that they can get into those spots. But Mark, everybody's been asking me, like, who do you see being a team that could win a national championship? Well, we know Auburn, they're the number one team. You can look at all the top 25 teams and believe that, yeah, they got a chance to win it. Auburn, Duke, University of Houston is a team that is always in the middle of the conversation. Rick Barnes in Tennessee are ranked number 4. So you start looking at all these teams. A lot of people forget, man, and I know I did. Michigan State is pretty doggone good, man, and I've been sleeping on them. My family got a chance to go to the basketball game against Michigan and Michigan State. They just happened to be in Michigan at that time, and they got a chance to watch Izzo do his thing. And for a long time, people thought Izzo was done, thought it wasn't going to work out for him. But now you start to see all these teams try to come out and be in a good spot. So if you had to pick a team, who would you think would be a team that a lot of folks need to pay attention to? I've got 2 of them.
Right now, Houston, they will run you to death, and they play solid defense.
Yep.
And when I say solid defense, I mean they force turnovers so much that they disrupt the game.
Right.
Duke has an unstoppable player. They have a guy that basically is going to be the first overall pick.
Correct.
He gave Anthony Davis and all of the guys on the U.S. team fits.
Man, you can't be talking about street clothes like that. You can't be talking about street clothes like that.
Listen, man, I'm talking about street clothes. This guy is talented like that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, he's Duke. You cannot not say Duke.
Okay. Well, I have a team for you, and you know, DJ's a basketball head. He knows a lot, and he pays attention to numbers, and he tries to break it down for you. A team that he told me that we really need to start talking about a little bit more is St. John's with Rick Pitino. He's been able to really dial it up with that basketball team. And another team to pay attention to is Kentucky. Now, here's why I say Kentucky. Because they got guys that obviously are going to be first rounders. They've got guys that could be one and dones. But they also have structure and they have experienced guys to understand what it's like to be in that tournament. Let's not forget.
The team that lost to Texas?
Yes.
Okay.
What does that mean? Texas beat team. Texas beat Mississippi State.
Texas beat some good teams.
Yeah, Texas beat Florida.
That the consistency of a team is just as important as the talent on it.
Especially when it happens early in the season. So you got to remember that too. Texas was desperate. Texas was a desperate basketball team at those times. So it's going to be teams like that. But I want to point this stat out to you, and it's going to blow your mind. When you start to look at Duke, because you brought up Duke, and obviously Duke is one of the better teams in the country and have done some amazing things. But when I give you this stat about Duke, it may change the way you look at them. When Duke, just so you understand Duke's record, 13 total SEC teams have more ranked wins. 13 total SEC teams have more ranked wins than Duke this year.
Wow.
Think about that.
Well,
think about who Duke is playing in the ACC. So obviously they're saying that the ACC is not as good.
Right.
But you start looking at the SEC. It seems like everybody's ranked in the SEC except for Texas. You seem like everybody has a shot when you break it all down. So I'm not taking anything away from Duke because Duke still has to win those games, and they do have the best player in the country on their team. They've actually got like 3 dudes that are pros on that team.
Yeah, I'm putting the hand on your shoulder.
I mean, and it is heavy.
I know it's heavy. I'm trying to weigh you down just a little bit and let you know. Yes, this is the best season that the SEC has had in years and years and years. But the cream always rises to the top. When it gets down to 12, 15 seconds, and you need a shot, and you have to have a shot, this is the guy that he's been doing that consistently the whole season against the best defender on every team, and he's still scoring 22 points. So it's hard for me to go away from a proven commodity. Cooper Flagg is that guy.
I hear you.
We'll see.
We're going to definitely see, because we've had some conversation about Duke before, that how do they not get to the finals? How are they not in the mix? How is Duke always that team that you think is going to go a long way, and they end up getting punched in the face too? So, yes, Cooper Flagg, absolutely. As I said, they got 3 guys.
I'm still going to go with Houston. I think Houston is a team that's, they failed last year by not stepping up. I don't think they're going to hit that 2 years in a row.
Well, the only reason why I believe Houston lost last year is because Jamal Shead got hurt at a crucial time, and he wasn't able to lead that team.
That's true, too.
So I'm hopeful that U of H can be a team that can go on a run and be in the mix, because they are talented, and I like Kelvin Sampson. He makes sure that you bring it every single game. But we shall see what's going to end up happening. March Madness is right around the corner. Like, it's really there and really fun to go. Oh, yeah, you got to look at the Cyclones, too. Iowa State, they're in a good spot. They've been playing really good basketball. They're in the Big 12. You know one team we haven't talked about? We haven't talked about Kansas. Kansas is a team that we normally is in the mix all the time with Bill Self, and they've been real quiet this year too. So
Kansas brought in a ringer from Michigan, and
he's 35 years old.
He's 37 years old. So, like he played with Penny Hardaway, didn't he?
Exactly. Oh man,
it's ridiculous.
When we come back, we're gonna have a conversation about Austin Rodeo, but most importantly, we're gonna talk about everything that Pit Stop is able to do right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Fade that out, baby. Fade it out. Yeah, fade it out.
Baseball fans, catch the Round Rock Express right here on 1300 The Zone. All the action and excitement from the ballpark. Don't miss a pitch. It's Round Rock Express Baseball, only on 1300 The Zone.
Don't miss the iHeart Country Festival 2025, returning to the Moody Center Saturday, May 3rd. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Be patient this morning on I-35 northbound. The accident at William Cannon Drive has cleared, but you're still seeing some huge delays starting from Highway 45. Also, a crash blocks off the 2 left lanes on I-35 southbound at Airport Boulevard, and a stall is in the right lane on 183 southbound at Spicewood Springs. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. It matters who does your taxes. Jackson Hewitt makes taxes feel like a yacht rock song. Get your max tax refund guaranteed, and new customers get $100 to switch. Don't miss the boat. Book an appointment with experts today. Limited time offer for new clients, participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When it comes to making fantasy picks on your favorite players, you want excitement. But you also want a platform you can trust. Better Picks is available in over 30 states. So if you're hearing this, it's probably available for you.
Better Picks is safe, secure, and super easy to use. Just pick more or less on your favorite player stats and put your skills to the test.
With Better Picks, you get the thrill of playing for up to 2,000 times your cash. So go ahead, make your picks and play for big wins with super fast payouts and withdrawals.
Dial **win or go to betrpicks.com and use promo code RADIO to get your first entry matched in bonus funds, win or lose, up to $250. That's **WIN or go to betrpicks.com and use promo code RADIO.
Must be 21 or older and in a jurisdiction where Better Picks operates. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned with your play? Call the NCPG at 1-800-522-4700.
If you feel like owning a home is out of reach, Rocket is here to give you back the keys. Because they believe everyone deserves a shot at the American dream. Own the dream. Visit Rocket.com or call 800-4ROCKET.
Did you know that virtual dolphins could be the key to managing stress? Or that electronic music could save the world from malaria? Believe it or not, it is all true. And you can hear these stories plus many more all this week on Part-Time Genius as we count down the 25 greatest science ideas of the past 25 years. It's a week full of fact-packed episodes you will not want to miss.
NASA scientists have already fast-tracked another important use for black fungus, protecting astronauts from cosmic radiation.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Part-Time Genius, and listen now.
Make your mark on 48 years of Austin tradition with the Statesman Cap 10K on Sunday, April 6th. Voted the #1 10K in the nation for 2025 by halfmarathons.net. Don't miss out on this iconic Austin tradition. Register now at cap10k.com.
The biggest night in podcasting is here. The 2025 iHeart Podcast Awards this Monday. Celebrate the best voices, stories, and shows. Tune into 1300 The Zone, AM 1300thezone.iheart.com at 11 p.m. Sponsored by Austin Telco Federal Credit Union.
Have you found your new favorite feature on the iHeartRadio app yet?
Presets and lyrics. This is so good.
I've been telling all my friends. Wait, you guys aren't using this yet?
You're missing out. Get in on what everyone's talking about and get the new and improved free iHeartRadio app today.
iHeartRadio.
Shop simple. It doesn't get any easier. You're looking for a new Ford. You don't have time to spend hours at the dealership. You're busy. So Leaf Johnson Ford has made it simple. Pick yours at leafjohnsonford.com. We can bring it to you for a home test drive. Once you determine it's perfect, you can arrange financing, value your trade, and sign all your paperwork digitally. Then simply tell us where and when you want to take delivery. Leaf Johnson Ford. Leaf Johnson Ford has made buying a new Ford simple.
With 12 grams of protein per serving, Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal is there for active mornings, relaxing ones, and all the moments in between. It microwaves in 60 seconds, helping fuel your morning with ease. With 4 delicious flavors to choose from, there's a reason it's the GOAT. That's greatest oatmeal of all time. Try a delicious bowl of Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal today. Quaker, bring out the good.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KVET AM Austin. Your home for the Horde. Make us the #1 preset in your car and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good. Join the voice of the Texas Longhorns, Craig Way, each day from 2 to 5 p.m. for the Craig Way Show on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. Mike Hardball Hardge, world's strongest man and WWE Hall of Famer, the Mark Henry.
That's right.
And we are joined now by James Chelf of Chelf Electric, number one. He's the owner and operator of that fine establishment, but he's also doing his thing right here with Pit Stop Buyer Group. This is the group that has done an unbelievable job of raising money. They throw one hell of a party. And James, tell us a little bit about what's going on here and how you guys have been able to do this.
So this is our 17th year of doing this. It all started, we were, sitting around having a nice cold Miller Lite one afternoon, and we were like, man, we love to cook. We love to support the kids. We love to give back. Let's start a cook-off team. Let's raise money. Let's do this. And here we are, 17 years later. First place briskets, first place ribs, first place tip jars here.
First, I want you to put a plate in front of me.
Oh, Mark, we got you some ribs back there cooking. We got some baby backs. We got some prime rib for you.
Let's go.
Oh,
I told you I grew up in the country. I grew
Yes,
up in Silsbee, Texas, which is really southeast Texas. And man, I was fortunate enough to be able to be experienced in raising a goat and be involved in a group in FFA growing up. And I appreciate you for what you're doing, because like my mother did bake sales, and people didn't really support us like what you're doing. So I want
baseball 6 I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate that sits like this with a glove, you throw 100 miles down, he just go like this. Boom.
They learn things, and we were talking about this before the show. Like
all I did was change this object to a bat.
Responsibility.
I ain't got to change nothing. I just changed the object
right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it at 60.
Just going up there.
But to go up there and hit it, I don't care how hard you throw it. As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when in his 60s. Him and my dad and them would come and hit all the time.
10 100-mile fastballs pitched to you today. Hitting any of them out?
100? That's easy.
Right now, today.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 6 I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate that sits like this with a glove, you throw 100 miles down, he just go like this. Boom.
Young people get an opportunity to go to college.
All I did was change this object to a bat.
A lot of kids don't get a chance.
I ain't got to change nothing. I just changed the object
right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it at 60.
Just going up there.
But to go up there and hit it, I don't care how hard you throw it. As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when in his 60s. Him and my dad and them would come and hit all the time.
10 100-mile fastballs pitched to you today. Hitting any of them out?
100? That's easy.
Right now, today.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 6 I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate that sits like this with a glove, you throw 100 miles down, he just go like this. Boom.
And as soon as you come in the main gate, we're the very first tent you walk
all I
into.
did was change this object to a
Come
bat.
in, have some barbecue.
I ain't got to change nothing. I just changed the object
right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it at 60.
Just going up there.
But to go up there and hit it, I don't care how hard you throw it. As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when in his 60s. Him and my dad and them would come and hit all the time.
10 100-mile fastballs pitched to you today. Hitting any of them out?
100? That's easy.
Right now, today.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 6 I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate that sits like this with a glove, and you throw 100 miles down, he just go like this. Boom.
we all are business owners. We all work.
All I
somewhere,
did was
and
change
we're
this object to
taking
a bat.
our own personal time off, spending our own money.
I ain't got to
make
change
sure
nothing.
that this happens for these
I just changed the object.
Right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it at 60.
Just going up there.
But to go up there and hit it, I don't care how hard you throw it. As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when he's in his 60s. And then my dad and them would come and hit all the time.
100-mile fastballs pitched to you today.
100? That's easy.
Right now, today.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 66. I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate that sits like this,
you gotta have Benny Boyd in there. He is our been our sponsor.
All I did was change this object to a bat.
And great man.
I ain't got to change
I
nothing.
know you got that.
I just changed the object.
Right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it at 60.
Just going up there.
But to go up there and hit it, I don't care how hard you throw it. As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when he's in his 60s. And then my dad and them would come and hit all the time.
10 100-mile fastballs pitched to you today. Hitting any of them out.
100? That's easy.
Right now, today.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 66. I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate that sits like this with a glove, and you throw 100 miles down, he just go like this, boom.
No doubt. Wow. No doubt. Well, we want to thank you for having us out here. It's
All
been
I
great.
did was
All
change
more
this
than
object to
love.
a
We got
bat.
pictures. We posted it up. We're gonna be here
I ain't
pretty
got to
much
change
all
nothing.
day long.
I just changed the object.
Right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it at 60.
Just going up there.
But to go up there and hit it, I don't care how hard you throw it. As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when he's in his 60s. I mean, my dad and them would come and hit all the time.
10 100-mile fastballs pitched to you today. Hitting any of them out.
100? That's easy.
Right now, today.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 66. I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate that sits like this with a glove, and you throw 100 miles down, he just go like this, boom.
Because we're getting ready to have the
Boom.
CEO.
All I did was
Rodeo
change this
Austin
object to a
join
bat.
us and just to talk to us about this rodeo.
I ain't got to change
and
nothing.
everything that goes into it.
I just changed the object.
Right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it at 60.
Just going up there.
But to go up there and hit it, I don't care how hard you throw it. As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when he's in his 60s. And then my dad and them would come and hit all the time.
10 100-mile fastballs pitched to you today. Hitting any of them out.
100? That's easy.
Right now, today.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 66. I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate that sits like this with a glove, and you throw 100 miles down, he just go like this, boom. Boom. All I did was change this object to a bat. I ain't got to change nothing. I just changed the object.
Right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it at 60.
Just going up there.
But to go up there and hit it, I don't care how hard you throw it. As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when he's in his 60s. And then my dad and them would come and hit all the time.
10 100-mile fastballs pitched to you today. Hitting any of them out.
100? That's easy.
Right now, today.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 66. I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate that sits like this with a glove, and you throw 100 miles down, he just go like this. Boom.
Quickly, we don't have much time. This Liberty ad is already almost over.
All I did was change this object to a bat.
It's to remind people to customize their car
I ain't
insurance
got to
and save
change nothing.
hundreds with Liberty Mutual.
I just changed the object.
Right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it at 60.
Just going up there.
But to go up there and hit it, I don't care how hard you throw it. As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when he's in his 60s. this. And my dad and them
reach your
would come and
goals
hit all the
and
time.
find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else.
100?
And we can give
That's
you
easy.
access to those potential customers.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 60 inches. I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate that sits like this,
get started today by calling 844-844-iHeart. That's 844-844.
all I did was change this object to a bat.
Has over 6,000 five-star local reviews.
I ain't got to change that.
Carries all the major
I just changed the object.
Right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it. At 6,
Just going up there.
but to go up there and hit it, I don't care how hard you throw. As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when it's in the 60s. I mean, my dad and them would come and hit all the time.
10 100-mile fastballs pitched to you today. Hitting any of them out?
100? That's easy.
Right now, today.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 60 inches. I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate that sits like this with a glove, and you throw 100 miles, and you just go like this.
Our mission is to help you learn language for the long run. Babbel gives you the skills.
All
to
I
learn
did
a
was
language
change this
for life.
object to a bat.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you text
I ain't
radio
gotta
to
change
64,000. That's radio.
I just changed the object.
Right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it. At 6,
Just going up there.
but to go up there and hit it, I don't care how hard you throw it. As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when it's in the 60s. I mean, my dad and them would come and hit all the time.
10 100-mile fastballs pitched to you today. Hitting any of them out?
100? That's easy.
Right now, today.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 60 inches. I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate that sits like this with a
Or a
glove,
new
you throw
flavor
100 miles,
that
and you just
makes
go like
life
this.
just a little bit sweeter, or one to celebrate those
All I
moments
did
that
was
lift
change this
you to
object to
new
a bat.
heights. With thousands of 5-star reviews, you can
I ain't
trust
gotta
us
change
to bring
nothing.
happiness home.
I just changed the object.
Right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it. At 6,
Just going up there.
but to go up there and hit it, I don't care how hard you throw it. As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when it's in the 60s. I mean, my dad and them would come and hit all the time.
10 100-mile fastballs pitched to you today. Hitting any of them out?
100? That's easy.
Right now, today.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 60 inches. I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate that sits like this with a glove, you throw 100 miles, and you just go like this.
1300 The Zone, KVET AM Austin, your home for the Horn. Make us
All
the
I
number
did was
one
change
preset
this
in your
object to a
car
bat.
game on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never
I ain't gotta
sounded
change
so good.
nothing. I just changed the object.
Right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it. At 6,
Just going up there.
but to go up there and hit it, I don't care how hard you throw it. As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when it's in the 60s. I mean, my dad and them would come and hit all the time.
10 100-mile fastballs pitched to you today. Hitting any of them out?
100? That's easy.
Right now, today.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 60 inches. I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate that sits like this with a glove, you throw 100 miles, and you just go like this.
About March Madness. We got a chance to talk all things.
All I did was
pit
change this
stop.
object to a
Well,
bat.
now we're going to talk to the man that allows pit stop to
I
be
ain't got to
in
change
here.
nothing.
He is this-
I just changed the object.
Right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it. At 6,
Just going up there.
but to go up there and hit it, I don't care how hard you throw it. As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when it's in the 60s. I mean, my dad and them
Austin, we're
would
a
come and hit all
nonprofit
the time.
organization.
10 100-mile fastballs pitched to you today.
18 staff,
Hitting any of
but
them out?
over
100?
1,100
That's easy.
volunteers that come
Right
out.
now, today.
And so
I don't
it's
care
a
how hard you
year-round
throw a
getting ready
baseball.
for it
They
all.
gone.
There ain't no
And,
way you can throw a baseball
and-
60
and
inches.
at
I
least
can't just do
2
like
full
this.
straight
If there's a
weeks of
catcher
just
behind
trying
home
to
plate
set up the grounds, get the
that
parking
sits like
taken
this
care
with
of,
a
get
glove,
the
and you
fencing
throw 100
up,
miles, and you just go like this.
signage up, working with sponsors,
Boom.
uh, selling tickets.
All I did was change this
tickets
object
have been
to a
on
bat.
sale now since the end of January. And booking
I ain't got to change
entertainment.
nothing.
There's a lot to it. So,
I just changed the
you know what,
object.
it's a lot of
Right
fun.
now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it at 60.
But just going up there.
But to go up there and hit it,
Like
I
riding
don't
the
care
bike.
how hard you throw it.
Yeah.
As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when in his 60s. Him and my dad and them would come and hit all the time.
10 100-mile fastballs pitched to you today. Hit any of them out?
100?
Yeah,
That's easy.
We have,
Right now, today.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 60 feet. I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind
we
home plate
also are constrained with the
that
budget.
sits like
You
this,
know,
you
in
throw
our
100 miles
arena,
and he just go like this.
we can seat about 6,000 people, and we want to keep it as
All I did was
family
change this object to a
friendly,
bat.
affordable as we can. And so with that,
I ain't gotta
we
change
can't always
nothing.
bring in the most popular.
I just changed the object.
Right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it at 60.
But just going up there.
But to go up there and hit it, I
Like
don't care how hard you throw it. As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when in his 60s. Him and my dad and them would come and hit all the time.
10 100-mile fastballs pitched to you today.
We're talking to
Hit
Glenn
any of them
Allen
out?
Phillips.
100? That's easy.
Right now, today.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 60 feet. I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate
all of
that
this
sits
is
like
coming
this,
together,
you
you
throw
know
100
when
miles
the
and you just go like
barbecue
this.
cook-off is going to be. You know when the rodeo actually kicks
All I
off.
did was change this
But how do
object
you
to
go
a bat.
about divvying up all this space, man? Because
I
it's
ain't gotta
very
change nothing.
difficult, and I know that
I just changed the object.
Right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it at 60.
But just going up there.
But to go up there and hit it,
Like
I don't
riding the
care
bike.
how hard you throw it.
Yeah.
As long as I can see it, I hit it. Willie could do it back, even when in his 60s. Him and my dad and them would come and hit all the time.
10 100-mile fastballs pitched to you today.
And
Hit any of them out?
100? That's easy.
Right now, today.
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no way you can throw a baseball 60 feet. I can't just do like this. If there's a catcher behind home plate that sits like this,
the way it goes.
you throw 100 miles and he just go
But we
like this.
continue to try and find ways to bring in new teams and new areas.
All I did was change
because,
this object to a bat.
The more that's available for the public, the more fun that they're going to have when
I
they
ain't
come
gotta
out.
change nothing.
And the more good we have to do.
I just changed the object.
Right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it at 60.
But just going up there.
But to go up there and hit it,
Like
I
riding
don't
the
care
bike.
how hard you
So,
throw it.
Yeah.
of course, with
As long as I
rodeo,
can
we
see it,
have
I hit
some of our traditional
Willie
things.
could do
You
it
know,
back,
we have the rodeo, but we have the
even in his
carnival, which is
60s.
the
Him
largest
and my dad
carnival
and them
in Austin.
would come and hit all
And
the
then we
time.
have our
10
family
100-mile
attractions.
fastballs
And,
pitched to you
some
today.
new attractions that
Hit
we'll
any
do
of them
during
out?
the rodeo
100?
this year is,
That's
we
easy.
have
Right now, today.
it's called
I don't care how hard you throw a baseball.
They gone.
There ain't no
That'd be
way
pretty
you can throw a
entertaining.
baseball 60 feet. I can't just do like this.
We're
If there's a
bringing in
catcher behind home plate
the birds
that sits
of
like
prey.
this,
It's a
with a
big
glove, you
raptor
throw 100
show
miles
that
and he
we'll
just go like this.
have
Cool.
in what we call the Wild West tent.
All I did was
Tomas
change this object to a
Garcilaso,
bat.
world famous
I ain't gotta
Charo,
change
who
nothing.
actually
I just changed the object.
Right now.
Now, if you're asking me to do something spectacular, that would take time for my body to get used to it at 60.
But just going up there.
But to go up there and hit it,
Like
I
riding
don't
the
care
bike.
how hard you
are
throw it.
always one of the
As long as I can
favorites,
see
you
it,
know.
I
You
hit
haven't been to the big races,
Willie could do it back,
Bud
even
busting.
when in his 60s. Him and my dad
We
and them
trying to have a little
would
bit
come
of,
and hit all
of
the time.
everything for
10
everybody.
100-mile
That's what it's all
fastballs
about.
pitched to you today.
You guys have been
Hitting any
doing
of
it
them
for
out?
so long.
100?
The
That's
competition
easy.
really
Right now,
heats
today.
up.
I don't care how hard.
This is when the barbecue cook-off really gets going, and then it finishes tomorrow or Sunday.
So yes, really heats up today. Our competition is today and tomorrow, and then we'll have the awards on Sunday. And the other thing that we'll have going on tomorrow is a junior pitmaster contest.
Oh, nice.
So kids come out, they get a chance to grill. It's a competition, and we'll end up with around 100 kids competing in that. So it goes back to what Mark said earlier. We're trying to find ways to get the younger kids involved and have a good time.
I'm real excited about seeing Mike on this bull.
Oh my God!
Like
it's not happening.
We saw him on the fake bull, but just the thought of seeing my co-host do something athletic like that, I'm pretty excited.
Hey, you know what? We'll make sure that you're going to be a smart bull rider, so you're going to wear one of the helmets. We're not going to let you get on without a helmet.
Appreciate that.
Awesome. Trying to look out for you there.
Thank you. Protect me some kind of way.
Exactly.
Right? Some kind of way. So I before we let you go, I did want to ask you. So every single year, y'all have these guys walking around with those big badges.
Mm-hmm.
That gives you access to everything, right? Mm-hmm. You can go anywhere and do pretty much anything.
Yeah, there's not many of those badges that get you anywhere, but there's different kinds.
Yeah, I was waiting on where that was going, and he started rubbing his hands together. I was like,
how can I get one of them nice little badges just to walk around with and check some things out? And maybe get some of that judging in there too.
There you go. There you go. I bet we could take care of something.
Well, Glenn Allen, I want to thank you for joining us. I mean, every year I've been out here, and I told James this the other day. I said, for the last 6 years, I've been busy every single weekend during the rodeo time because I also call college baseball. This is the first year that I'm back in town that I can actually participate and really get a chance to enjoy this again, because every time I've been out here, I've never had a bad time.
Man, that's what we like to hear, and we're glad you're going to be able to experience a little more of it and, get a chance to come to the rodeo. We are sanctioned by the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association, and we're one of the top 10 rodeos out of over 700.
Wow.
And then on the women's division, our barrel racing and breakaway roping, we were awarded the 2024 Mega Rodeo of the Year by the Women's Professional Rodeo Association. And you all see a lot of different types of sports and all, and come experience a little bit of our rodeo athletes and get to see how athletic a lot of those guys really are, as well as the livestock. Because when you take 2,000-pound bucking bulls that can jump and kick and do the things they do, it's a lot of fun. So I hope you come out and see that as well.
They're called athletes.
They are athletes.
They are athletes. I went to PBR, and James could tell you, he saw me down in the pit, and he's like, "You're not prepared for that." And I'm like, "You're right. I am not prepared for that. I don't want any parts of that." Well, thank you for coming out. We appreciate you. Glad to be a part of it. And I'm glad that we got a chance to come out here.
Thank you all for everything.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Man, that is going to be a great, great time. And I do have one question. What time does gate open?
Today?
Yes.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, the gates will open, and you can come out here and enjoy yourself.
What size helmet are you, Mike?
The helmet that you're not getting me. Like, you keep trying to get me to get on this bull. I'm not doing it, man.
They brought us out here for the
they brought us out here because they wanted us out here, and we're gonna try some food. That's what I'm here for. Unless that bull is being rotisserie, I'm not getting on it. So you can forget all that mess right there, man. I'm glad that we're out here because there is a lot going on. I'm glad he brought up the bull riding and everything else that goes into the rodeo, because you and I have talked about it. You're from Silsbee, Texas. I'm from Killeen, Texas, but my family's from Rosebud. So we all know about rodeos and riding all these animals and raising them.
You remember
the livestock,
you remember
man.
Tony Braxton?
Yeah, Tony Braxton's got a bunch of them. I know.
Tony, I watched him like rope, and just to see how athletic you have to be to do that at a high level,
right,
is super important. And the mutton busting, you mentioned the mutton, but to watch the little kids, man.
See, that's the helmet I need right there.
Sheep.
That's what I would be doing. I would be mutton busting.
No, you too.
If I'm gonna ride that, that's what I'm doing.
Oh my God.
You're not putting me out there like that. Got me over here in ICU because you wanted to do a little.
Hey, I almost fell off a fake bull.
Thank you. So what you think that my goal was to get you on one of those bulls at the PBR because they wanted to see you next to it, but you're going to try to volunteer somebody else to do it. It's for content. It's for content.
The bull would be intimidated by me.
Really? Really?
Look at me. Look how.
Yeah, really? Yeah, that bull will be looking for you. Yeah. I saw you try to load up and rock up. No, that bull. Yeah, you wouldn't run that fast. I've seen you move around, bro.
Yeah,
it ain't moving around that fast. But when we come back, we're gonna talk to our guy Zach Sim of OrangeBloods.com and the importance of this weekend for Texas Longhorn baseball as they get ready for SEC play starting next week. But when we come back, that's what we'll have right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
Texas softball is heating up, catching every pitch. Soaring fly ball center field, back goes Dill. The warning track to the wall is gone. Jolie Mitchell for the second game in a row. A round tripper, and the Longhorns up 4-1 here in the seventh inning. As the Horns take on the SEC, search Retro Austin on the free iHeartRadio app and listen to Texas softball all season long.
Don't miss the iHeart Country Festival 2025, returning to the Moody Center Saturday, May 3rd. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
The left lane's blocked off by a stalled vehicle on I-35 southbound at East 51st Street. It has you all tied up starting from 183, causing about a 10-minute delay. There's also reports of an accident on southbound Research Boulevard at 360, but some good news on 183 southbound. The stall at Spicewood Springs is gone. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Randall's. Get great savings on family favorites at Randall's. This week at Randall's, get navel oranges or Fuji apples for 97 cents per pound. Plus, get Cheez-It crackers, Pringles, or Club crackers for only $2.47 each. Visit Randalls.com or head in store for more deals.
I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. For over 3 decades, Cordell & Cordell has been on the front lines of family law. Divorce is more than just a legal process. It's a life-changing event that can impact your future, finances, and your relationship with your children. You've worked hard to build a life that you're proud of, and you deserve a legal partner who will work just as hard to protect it.
Offices in Austin, San Antonio, and St. Louis. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Austin area attorneys. Joseph Cordell, principal partner. CordellCordell.com.
Do you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt? If debt is piling up faster than you can pay, DebtBlue is here for you. DebtBlue can settle your debts for a fraction of what you owe. We specialize in reducing credit card debt, medical bills, and department store accounts.
DebtBlue saved me lots of money.
DebtBlue has an A+ rating with the BBB and offers a success guarantee. You pay nothing unless your debt is reduced or completely resolved. So there is absolutely no risk.
I don't have the words to express how much and how grateful I am for DebtBlue.
In one free 10-minute call, DebtBlue can show you how to save thousands. Call our free hotline now. 800-375-1158. That's 800-375-1158.
Thank you, DebtBlue.
Call now and get a custom debt relief plan. 800-375-1158. That's 800-375-1158. 800-375-1158.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse.
I know. Just got the notification.
Made it.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Stay in the know with USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first at 888-ALLSTATE or allstate.com. Like you know to check your sunroof is closed first before driving through the car wash.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no. Wait, whoa.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So if you want to save money, check Allstate first at 888-ALLSTATE or allstate.com. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-384-3434, 800-384-3434, 800-384-3434.
With 12 grams of protein per serving, Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal is there for active mornings, relaxing ones, and all the moments in between. It microwaves in 60 seconds, helping fuel your morning with ease. With 4 delicious flavors to choose from, there's a reason it's the GOAT. That's greatest oatmeal of all time. Try a delicious bowl of Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal today. Quaker, bring out the good.
This is Nolan Ryan for American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Home comfort is all about making wise decisions. One bad choice can follow you around for a long, long time. Don't strike out with a lesser brand. Choose American Standard. It's cool, it's clean, it's efficient, and easy on your wallet, too. Invest wisely. Invest in American Standard Air. Peace of mind is everything in this business. Comfort the way you like it. AmericanStandardAir.com.
1300 The Zone and the Round Rock Express. That's a double play.
All right, we're coming back, but we got to recall Phil.
I'm here.
Great stuff from the rodeo. Rodeo Austin. We had the CEO of Rodeo Austin, Glenn Allen Phillips, telling us everything about the rodeo. We had James Chelf of Pit Stop Buyers Group telling us the fundraising and the money that is being raised by all of these great folks and what they've been able to do. If you're looking to us on YouTube and you're hearing the same clip over and over again, hit me back on YouTube and we'll try to figure that out as well, because that's one of the things that we're got. We're efforting Zach Sim of orangebloods.com as Texas gets ready to play a home series against Santa Clara this weekend, starting tonight. First pitch at 6:30, going with the same starting pitching that they've gone with over the last week or so. Jared Spencer, Luke Harrison, and excuse me, a new pitcher, and that's what I wanted to talk to Zach about. So we'll be efforting Zach as well. Santa Clara comes in this weekend. The Broncos are a team that you start to look at them and you wonder how they play and what type of team they are. They're 7-4 on the season, 3-2 at home, 4-2 away, and they got a staff that California is always good in baseball, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
always.
it's part of every part of what you are as a baseball player. A lot of kids from California have a lot of success. But Mark, I wanted to ask you, you were talking yesterday about trying to get out to a baseball game, and coach said, don't worry about it. You could go out there anytime you want to. So would this weekend be one of those weekends that you would want to go out to a baseball game?
Yeah.
Because most of the time they don't, you can probably, I'm going on Sunday because obviously we're here for the rodeo. We got other things that are going on right now. My son's getting married tomorrow. So we're really, really busy, but I'm going to need to go out there on Sunday to go out there and watch some baseball.
Listen, I'm all for it. I'll be there. You tell me what time to show up, and we could do it. It's been about 3 years since I've been to a game.
3 years since you went to a baseball game?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I was talking to Salty. She's going this weekend as well, and it's the first time she's been to the Dish in like 20 years.
Oh my God.
That's exactly what I said. I'm like, what are you doing? But yeah, Texas baseball is trending in the right direction. They have done some really good things. And as I said, we're efforting Zach to be able to talk to him about all of this. But it's important to understand that this is one of those weekends that did you say you got them? Okay, cool. We're joined by Zach Sim of orangebloods.com, orangebloods.com for all the latest. You can follow him at Zach at the Dish. Zach, what's going on, buddy?
We'll turn him on eventually.
Yeah, we can't hear him. So hold on 1 second. I'll just call him myself.
Mike got the 2008.
Why would you say that?
AT&T phone.
No way.
Won't you upgrade, man?
This you have no idea.
What doing today?
I'm good. Zach, so we're going to get into this conversation about Texas baseball and the expectations of this weekend. We just talked about the Broncos of Santa Clara. What are you expecting to see from this Texas pitching staff this weekend?
I think they're back at home, so they have the ability to just kind of lock in, and they're facing a team that doesn't have a lot of power. So, they should feel free to trust that defense behind them and just continue to follow the Max Wiener effect, which is throw a lot of strikes.
So the other part of that is you and I did the podcast on Monday night, and we were talking about the defense. Obviously, the defense has been something that Texas needs to get a little bit better at. But they're playing on turf. They're going to get an opportunity to be at home, familiar surroundings for them. And as you said, if they continue to throw ground balls, they're going to improve defensively just as the experience starts to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've played in some tough environments where the surface is not what they're used to and not what they've practiced all fall and all spring. But they're back at home, and that's always a good place to be. I like what Slosnagel's done, where he gave Adrian a little bit of time off to just watch the game, look how players are positioning themselves, taking those hops off the ground. So I fully expect them to bounce back and look really strong this weekend.
I'm here talking on the phone, but it's funny to me that Coach Slosnagel came on the show last week, and he was saying how the ball takes bounces off grass as opposed to the turf. Like, has Texas shown a propensity to not do well on grass, even though they're 10-0? What do you feel like is the issue with them and not being able to have good defense off grass?
Yeah, it's a lot of it is just reps, right? The more reps you get, the better you are. Training your eyes, training your glove, your body movements, making sure that you're taking into account, there might be a random rock or a piece of gravel, and that's going to completely put a different spin on the ball. It might take a double hop. Whereas with turf, it's much more consistent in the fact that it's going to be a certain speed, it's going to take a certain hop, it's going to be very, very level. So it's those nuances that you have to get used to, and it takes time, right? So teams that play on natural surfaces, when they come to turf, they likewise struggle because they're not used to the same type of speed, or they're not positioned correctly for how the ball bounces off the ground.
We're talking to Zach Sim of orangebloods.com. Make sure you follow him at Zach at the Dish. And Zach, one thing that did happen in Las Vegas was the team was able to hit the baseball. We had a conversation about the adjustments and who needed to get hot. Well, those guys got hot. Ryan Galvan and Jalen Flores started to hit the baseball the way that we thought. Will Gasparino found some power. These guys have shown up, and Max Ballou just wakes up and rakes. What do you expect to see as this team gets ready for SEC play?
Well, I think this weekend's a really good warm-up for Mississippi State. They got a veteran lineup from Santa Clara. They've got a lefty throwing tonight. And so they're going to see some different looks. They're going to see guys that can come downhill at you. They got a reliever. I think he's 6'8", 6'9". I mean, he's a big old boy. And Mike, as you know, like when you're coming downhill like that, it makes it really tough on batters. And so I think the bats continue to stay hot. They got the home cooking. The wind should be doing good things tonight. Saturday and Sunday is a little different story. Might be blowing in. So that's another good way to get used to different ballparks where if you can't hit it out every time, taking advantage of the field. You brought up Max Ballou. One of the biggest things I've seen from him this year is the improvement, which sounds crazy, Big 12 Player of the Year, but he's such a more complete hitter this year because, he's not just hitting fly balls anymore. He's hitting 109 or 108 screamers back up the middle, and he's using all parts of the park much more effectively than he has in the past. So, I think Tula's done a great job. He's continued to work on their mechanics and do things in season, which is a little unique. But they just continue to get better, which is good news for the Horns.
No doubt. I'm going to let you go with this. They got a new pitcher that's going to start on Sunday. It had been Caden Bean, but now they're going to go with the young lefty, the big fella. You talked about 6'8". Valentis is going to be on the mound as well. What should people expect from him?
Yeah, I mean his best pitch is going to be his breaking ball. It's got elite stuff. I think when I talked to Max in the fall, he was like, "Yeah, this kid's going to be special. He's got some elite tools that not a lot of freshmen have when they come into college. He's got a low 90s fastball, but he has some late rise to it, so it makes it a unique look for a hitter. And it'll be interesting to see because Coach Sloss-Engels talked about load management, which is really important for young pitchers. So I don't think they're going to let him go super deep in the game. But if they're able to get 4 to 5 innings out of him tonight, I think you call that a win every single day of the week. So
no doubt. 6'6" lefty going on Sunday. As always, Zach, appreciate you, man. And we will talk again soon. And hopefully I'll see you at the ballpark this weekend.
Absolutely. Have a great one at the rodeo, y'all.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Good looking.
There he is, Zach Sim of Orange Blood. Make sure you follow him at Zach at the Dish on social media. Texas with the big weekend coming up before they get ready for SEC play next weekend. They will be in Starkville, Mississippi. Texas is home for 3. Then they play on Tuesday night against UTA, and then they're on the road to Starkville, Mississippi for the first ever SEC matchup. Coming up next, you know what time it is. The one and only Mark Henry brings you the world's strongest take right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Don't miss the iHeart Country Festival 2025, returning to the Moody Center Saturday, May 3rd. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
The left lane's blocked off by a stalled vehicle on I-35 southbound at East 51st Street. It has you all tied up starting from 183, causing about a 10-minute delay. There's also reports of an accident on southbound Research Boulevard at 360, but some good news on 183 southbound. The stall at Spicewood Springs is gone. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code radio for an extra 5% off.
Tickets are on sale now, y'all, for our 2025 iHeart Country Festival, presented by Capital One, happening Saturday, May 3rd at the Moody Center in Austin, Texas. Don't miss your chance to see country music's biggest superstars. Tickets are on sale now. Ticketmaster.com.
Spring is finally here, and so are spring projects. So get them started at Harbor Freight's parking lot sale. Happening now. Save on products like pressure washers for $69.99, 42-inch roller cabinets for under $500, plus 30% off Hercules corded power tools. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight. Valid until 3/9/25 while supplies last. Limitations apply, so spring in before it's over.
The biggest night in podcasting is here. The 2025 iHeart Podcast Awards this Monday. Celebrate the best voices, stories, and shows. Tune into 1300 The Zone, am1300thezone.iheart.com at 11 p.m. Sponsored by Austin Telco Federal Credit Union.
Attention construction superintendents, contractors, and event planners. If you're in the market for a temporary rental fence, call Viking Fence today. The same company that is so reliable with permanent fences can save you time, money, and headaches. Located in Central Texas since 1972, Viking is highly committed to prompt and courteous customer service. Our flexible pricing plans allow you to fix your costs or hit your budget. Ask about our damage waiver rate that will eliminate untimely chargebacks. Excellent work, great service, and an honest reputation. Call Viking Fence today at 837-6411. or visit us online at vikingfence.com. Again, call 837-6411 or visit us at vikingfence.com. When you think temporary rental fence, think Viking.
Would you drive 10 minutes for $500? That's the distance from CarMax to Henna Chevrolet. And Henna guarantees you $500 more than any CarMax offer for your vehicle. Just show Henna your written CarMax appraisal offer within 7 days, and you'll get $1,000 more guaranteed. Is your time worth $50 a minute? It is at Henna. Come get your money at Henna.com.
Henna Chevrolet, we'll always stand by you.
Together, let's drive.
March is here, and it's time for tip-off.
Are you ready for wall-to-wall basketball? Specs has got you covered. With a huge selection of handcrafted brews, canned cocktails, and top-shelf spirits, Specs is the perfect assist for your game day celebration. Take a time out and feed the fans with Specs sweet and salty gourmet snacks. It's time to crash the boards, and Specs is your sixth man. Specs, the fun starts here.
Did you know Factory Mattress has over 6,000 five-star local reviews? Factory Mattress carries all the major brands at the guaranteed lowest price and has free next-day delivery and setup. But this week only, instead of charging you a pickup fee for your old mattress like other companies do, Factory Mattress is doing an exclusive $100 trade-in allowance, even if you didn't buy it from us. The best customer reviews and the lowest prices.
My Factory Mattress.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather, mostly cloudy for your Friday morning, then afternoon sunshine, a high of 85. An isolated thunderstorm possible tonight, a low of 65. Saturday, partly cloudy, a high in the low 70s. Sunday's high in the low 60s.
This report is sponsored by Randall's. Get great savings on family favorites at Randall's. This week at Randall's, get navel oranges or Fuji apples for 97 cents per pound. Plus, get Cheez-It crackers, Pringles, or Club crackers for only $2.47 each. Visit Randalls.com or head in store for more deals.
Explore the mysteries of rural America in the investigative podcast Obscurum. Season 1, Invasion of the Drones, details the story of chilling aircraft sightings in the Midwest, sparking conspiracy theories and lies until the shocking truth was revealed.
There was a drone, then it actually rotated around our house, almost looking as if it was peering in each window of our home.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Obscurum and start listening.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, covering the 40 acres.
When you hear that beat drop, that can only mean one thing. WWE Hall of Famer and the world's strongest man, the Mark Henry, brings you his world's strongest tape. Take it away, big fella. Hardge?
Yes, sir.
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time for the world's strongest tape by the world's strongest man, Marcus. Back then, they didn't know me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. Like this barbecue smoke. Guys, I took it lightly. I took it lightly that Draymond Green said that the Golden State Warriors had a chance of winning the world championship in basketball. The big trade went down between the Lakers and Dallas. And the Lakers got Luka and got better and have won 9 games in a row. Both of those teams improved so drastically in such a short time with just one player really on each team that I feel like as good as Denver has been in the last 3 years and as really impressive Oklahoma City has played this season with SGA going for 50 points 4 times and going over 40 points 11 times. My take today is that out of the West, it will be either the Lakers or Golden State. Steph Curry is playing like he played in the championship years because he's getting more shots because he's got a guy in Jimmy Butler who's giving him more rebounds to help Draymond out. And they're still not 100%. Like now, Kaluma is coming back.
Kaluma?
Not Kaluma. God, his name slips my mind right now, but nonetheless,
Looney?
No, Looney's been back. The Golden State Warriors are a formidable team now with Jimmy Butler playing the style of defense that he plays, and this is his time. Jimmy Butler historically has been a 5-point better scorer and a 2-point better rebounder in the playoffs. That bodes well for the Golden State Warriors. And the Lakers, they just look like a team that's on a mission. J.J. Redick is dialing up defenses that we never thought we would see the Lakers be able to play. The Lakers are the number one defense in the NBA since the trade. And that in itself is a byproduct of hard work. But my take is that Golden State or Los Angeles, one of those two teams will represent the West. What say you?
Nope, not even close. I don't believe that. I believe that SGA and OKC has a younger basketball team. They have a more aggressive basketball team. They have a team that got punched in the face last year, and they were determined to get back to this. This is one of the best teams in the NBA at 51-11. And we're talking about the Lakers. We're talking about the Nuggets. We need to be talking about OKC. We also need to be talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is a team that's 52-10. Yes, we've seen some good things from LeBron and Luka. They've won 8 straight games, and all the glory to them. But OKC has won 5 straight games. Cleveland has won 12 straight games. So the love for what the trades were and all that stuff, that was cool. That's all right. But when it comes down to it, and you start looking at teams with the metal and the understanding of what happened to them before, and for them to be able to come back and be put into this situation, OKC is a problem. You talked about SGA and all the points that he's been scoring, but he's not the only one. They got Jalen Williams, who is emerging as another guy that can score and get to the bucket. We talk about Chet Holmgren before. He's working his way back from his injuries, but they have scorers on top of scorers on top of scorers, but yet we're not even focusing on that. I do like what Steph has been able to do, but Steph's been lighting people up regardless of who's on his team. And yes, Jimmy has done a great job of jumping back in with him. But all respect to the Lakers and the Nuggets and everybody else, but the two teams that need to have conversations about them is because they've been winning is the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers are the only team that has clinched a playoff spot already this year, and they're 52-10. They've won 12 straight games, and they continue to dominate. They're 10-1 in their division. I mean, like, this is what those moments are, because they too have a lot of depth on that basketball team. They've got players that can shoot from the outside and get to the bucket. They have different things on there. So, yeah, I see it. I see what you're talking about. I see what you're saying about the Lakers and Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry, but we need to put some respect on. And let's not forget the champs are in second place. They're 45-18. And they keep playing, and people think that they have the best depth.
You know, I hear you talking, and you make a valid point with the depth and the youth. But the last time, it may have been 6 games ago, when the Lakers played Oklahoma City, it wasn't a close game.
Regular season.
Okay.
Regular season.
There you go with your qualifiers.
Regular season. Yeah, they beat them. Okay. But all they did was give one game and one win, and they still sitting up there at 50. They are 10.5 games ahead of them.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Jonathan Kuminga is coming back to the Golden State Warriors.
That was your guy that you were thinking
and he is a hell of a player, Hardge.
Oh, for sure.
And a difference maker.
No doubt.
The Lakers are not the same team that they were. And you can see that by 5 games ago when they did play Oklahoma City, they beat them by double digits. They don't match up well with what the Lakers do. And that's what it's going to come down to. And Luka was in the championship last year at Dallas. You don't think for 1 second that he may not be able to get Lakers that boost that he did to Dallas last year?
I'm not saying he won't give him the boost, but I'm not going to sit there and just believe that just because they got him that they're going to win it.
I bet you a real plate.
Okay.
That the Lakers make it over Oklahoma City.
Okay. Real play. That's what I mean.
Real play.
It's on air, man. No, it's going to be from one of these barbecues.
Oh, yeah. Got to be from Pit Stop.
We'll be back to close out the show and send you to Dan Patrick right here on the morning kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Texas basketball plays here.
Julian Larry out to Johnson. Long contested three. It hits bottom.
1300 The Zone.
Out front again. High margin three is good for Jason Kemp.
If you bleed burnt orange, you need the best
Don't
coverage.
miss the iHeart Country Festival 2025, returning to the Moody Center Saturday, May 3rd. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
A second accident in a similar spot this morning. I-35 northbound at Slaughter Lane. There's an accident blocking off left lane as the region steep are bumper to bumper starting from the 45 southeast toll. Plan for 20 minutes to be added to the drive here. There's also an accident being worked on the service road of 183 southbound at 360. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Keep Austin Beautiful.
Love Ladybird Lake, Zilker Park, and your own neighborhood? Then keep this in mind. In Austin, 20% of what we send to the landfill is recyclable. Remember to recycle your plastic bottles and aluminum cans. Love ATX every day. A message from Keep Austin Beautiful, Niagara Cares, and iHeartRadio.
Did you know that virtual dolphins could be the key to managing stress? Or that electronic music could save the world from malaria? Believe it or not, it is all true. And you can hear these stories plus many more all this week on Part-Time Genius as we count down the 25 greatest science ideas of the past 25 years. It's a week full of fact-packed episodes you will not want to miss.
NASA scientists have already fast-tracked another important use for black fungus, protecting astronauts from cosmic radiation.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Part-Time Genius, and listen now.
Want to win 2,000 times your money simply by watching sports? With Better Picks, every play will have you on the edge of your seat, as game day just got 2,000 times more exciting. That's right. With Better Picks, you can turn $5 into $10,000, $10 into $20,000, all the way up to $100,000 payouts. So take that pocket change and turn it into real winnings.
And it's super simple to use. Just pick a few players, choose more or less on their stats, and follow along live.
So why would you play daily fantasy anywhere else when you can win up to 2,000 times your money on Better Picks? Dial **win or go to betrpicks.com and use promo code RADIO to get your first entry matched in bonus funds, win or lose, up to $250. That's **WIN or go to betrpicks.com and use promo code RADIO.
Must be 21 or older and in a jurisdiction where Better Picks operates. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned with your play? Call the NCPG at 1-800-522-4700.
Something amazing is happening in video conferencing. People are showing up in big ways. That's because CDW is building collaborative and connected video and audio environments with HP Poly. With Noise Block AI to silence distractions and group framing to highlight speakers, everyone on your team gets to shine. Make amazing happen. HP Poly and CDW. Learn more at cdw.com/poly.
Rapid Radios, the official walkie-talkie of the Dan Patrick Show, are the coolest walkie-talkies. Instant push-to-talk devices providing clear contact nationwide on an LTE network. 100% private, great for the kids or an aging parent. No subscriptions ever. Visit rapidradios.com. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com, get up to 60% off, free shipping, free protection bag, add code radio, get an extra 5% off. rapidradios.com.
With 12 grams of protein per serving, Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal is there for active mornings, relaxing ones, and all the moments in between. It microwaves in 60 seconds, helping fuel your morning with ease. With 4 delicious flavors to choose from, there's a reason it's the GOAT. That's greatest oatmeal of all time. Try a delicious bowl of Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal today. Quaker, bring out the good.
The new iHeart app.
What do I like about it? Real easy to use. I like that.
Love my presets.
If you're not using it, you're missing out.
Go get it.
Get in on what everyone's talking about and get the new and improved free iHeartRadio app today.
iHeartRadio.
Hi, folks. I'm here with Dan Christensen of DJC Law. It's Austin's largest veteran-owned personal injury law firm.
Hey, Craig, you're the best, but I got to tell you, you talk a lot.
well, Dan, it's kind of my job, you know?
That's right. And when you do one thing for as long as you have, you get pretty good at it.
Now I feel like you're calling me old.
No, never. Just experience.
Yeah, just like the team at DJC Law. They have over 200 years combined experience and 500 trials.
And don't forget, Craig, a 99% win rate.
Now that's a winning team. Folks, if you've been injured, call DJC Law at 512-888-9999. That's 24/7 nights and weekends. They have more than 1,000 5-star Google reviews, and you don't pay anything unless they win your case. That number, 512-888-9999. And get your justice. TeamJustice.com.
Principal office, Austin, Texas.
Get the Apple Leasing Advantage today. Visit appleleasing.com. That's appleleasing.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
1300 The Zone is your home for the Round Rock Express.
Great stuff out here at Rodeo Austin. If you've missed any part of the show, get over to our podcast page and check it out. We'll give out some more information about Rodeo Austin and what you can do to help Pit Stop's buyers group. Mark, I want to talk this real quick. Texas men's basketball, last home game of the regular season. For a while, actually. They will not be playing at the Moody after this. They go on the road for the SEC tournament. Then they will be hopefully in the NCAA tournament.
Okay.
So get out there and support this men's basketball team. It's a rivalry game. It's against Oklahoma. They need to get this win at home to try to increase their chances of this opportunity to get in the NCAA tournament. But I wanted to ask, and I wanted to talk about this. Who do you feel needs to get busy tomorrow for this team to be able to have success?
Well, I think that he has a great chance of being a pro too, and not just a average pro, but I think he could be a good pro, and that's Kaluma.
You like Kaluma?
I do. I think he's got.
You thought he was already in the NBA a minute ago.
He got an NBA. He got an NBA body. He can shoot the ball. He plays a really good aggressive defense. He just got the injury bug.
Yep.
So like if we can get him healthy, I feel like, and I was talking about Golden State. He would fit perfect at a team like Golden State or Miami, where they have these really hard-nosed defensive players that can, hit open shots. So yeah, I like him. I want him to be able to get off.
And it is senior day, so we will see all the seniors that get a chance to go. I think you need to go out there and say goodbye to Caden Shedrick. I know he's been talked about a lot by a lot of people, and he's been a big part of this basketball program, being the big man. We've seen him do some amazing things early and late throughout this process. Tremont Mark had a huge game last week with Trey Johnson, so we need to see him be at that level again this weekend, because if he plays well, he can be the Robin to Trey Johnson as Batman.
Him and Kent, this is the time. Step up.
Yep.
Because you never know who's looking. I mean, the coaches tell you that all the time.
Yep.
Hey, the scouts are always here. It's your time to shine, show out, let them see you. Like, this is the end.
Yep.
What are you saving it for?
There's nothing left. This is it. Go ahead. Go out there. Want to pick a pair of tickets to see Deftones. Deftones will be at the Moody Center March the 12th. You get a chance to win by leaving the keyword. Get over to AM 1300 The Zone. Leave the keyword drive. Drive is the keyword today. So make sure that you get yourself a chance to win. Make sure you listen to the Craig Way Show this afternoon with a chance to win a pair of tickets to go see Cohebe and Cambria as well. We want to give a shout out to Pit Stop. Pit Stop had us out here today. It has been an outstanding job. We've had so much fun, met a lot of cool people, and the things that they do for the community and 4-H and FFA and the money that they raise throughout this time here at Rodeo Austin has been outstanding. I want to give a shout out to Glenn Allen Phillips. He is the CEO of Rodeo Austin, and our man James Chuff has done a great job. They're getting ready to have one hell of a shindig, and we're about to have one hell of a tasting here in just a minute because we're about to get some of these ribs.
I'm so distracted right now. I mean, you waste your time talking to me.
We are about
Brother
to try
is walking
some of
over
these
here
ribs.
as we speak, Hardge, with a big old plate of ribs.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
Oh, you smell that?
He made 2 racks. One for me and one for me.
All right, if that's what we're doing. Hey guys, this is the last day of the show. Hard just basically told me we won't be working together
because I'm gonna try to keep food away from Mark. That is not a good answer. But yeah, we're excited to be out here. It's been fun. It's rare that we get a chance to come out and do things like this early in the morning. Yeah, we do stuff for football and all the other tailgate stuff that we do. But when we get a chance to come out here and be part of Rodeo Austin, seeing the behind the scenes,
right?
We're getting to see these guys get ready to have one hell of a party tonight and all weekend, actually. This is the biggest part of the rodeo is this weekend, the barbecue cook-off. You pull in this parking lot, you see all the RVs and all the third 3 wheels. I mean, it's crazy. The smokers. It's just unbelievable.
There's so many people here for South by Southwest.
Oh, yeah.
If you've never been to a rodeo,
bro,
and you're sitting in your hotel, oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
Bro.
Come out to a rodeo. I mean, just the mutton busting is good enough because you're going to laugh. But, guys, you got to come out to the rodeo. It's one of the better things, one of the better things to entertain yourself around the country. And I'm excited. And I'm really excited watching these ribs be cut off the rack. Like, oh, man, that's just such a thing of beauty to watch that.
Oh, it is. That looks so
Did you see the juice squirt
I
out of the rib?
I did. Pause. But, yeah, I did see that. That rib looks ready to go. And look at that end right there. Can you grab that part right there? Yeah,
let
me get that end piece. Yeah, let's see.
I just cleaned my hands up and everything.
Me too. Ooh.
There you go.
And if you're looking, yeah, buddy, it's looking real good up in here. Let's see.
I'm gonna talk right now because
goodness,
is chewing on this rib, and our guys just brought up paper towels. I don't need no paper towel. Why are you bringing paper towels over here? We eating with our hands.
It is finger licking good. This, oh my goodness, is this what y'all entering into the contest? Are y'all entering these ribs in the contest? Oh Lord!
He brought the paper towels, guys. I don't need that.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in.
Oh, you're horrible.
I want to thank
You're
everybody
so
for tuning in to the morning kickoff.
Oh my goodness!
We
gracious.
are at Pit Stop's tent. It's the biggest tent. As soon as you come into the main gate, you're gonna look to your left and you're gonna see the biggest tent that is out here. These folks have a great time. They have a great party, and they got some great food. They're gonna have music playing all weekend. Wade Bowman playing this weekend. Is that tonight? Wade Bowman tonight, and then tomorrow, Gary P. Nunn performing right here as well. Get out to the rodeo, help the kids. It's all for the kids. Make sure y'all have a great weekend. I want to thank Mark Henry. I want to thank James. I want to thank Glenn Allen Phillips. I want to thank Antone. I feel like I'm giving away awards. Marcus. I want to thank Ronald Savage. And most importantly, I want to thank you, the people. And just remember this, don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar. We'll see you on Monday. Peace.
At Rocket, we believe everyone is